Hi, welcome to So Sensible. I'm Heather Bichkowski, and today we are going to be making a travel play set for Matchbox cars. They're great for on the go. All right, so the first thing you're going to need is, well, what I used was these upholstery swatches because I have hundreds of these, and they happen to be the perfect size for the project. And what's also great about upholstery swatches is they kind of have a little durability to them, in the sense that they hold themselves. You know, they have a little structure to them, so you don't need to use interfacing. Okay, so what I grabbed was a swatch that kind of looked like grass, but you could also use a fabric like this. This looks like grass as well. And you want to measure it out, and it's going to be about the one I'm making is 17 by about 12. But you can make it smaller or bigger. You just have to figure out what you want to do. You're also going to want a swatch like this, and this one happens to be 17 by about 8. And the reason we're going to need this is we're going to make a carport. And this isn't going to reach the whole way across, but you can certainly sew two pieces together and do the whole thing. And you're going to also need some strips of, I like to use vinyl, pleather, whatever you want to call it, for the roads. And that's like this. And this is how I'm going to just lay these out. But you can also use felt. You can also cut out like a little pond and attach that wherever. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to sew your road down with coordinating thread, just so that you make sure that it doesn't really show up too bad. And one thing you want to be careful with pleather is it doesn't heal like a regular fabric does. So you want to be very careful where you put the pins, because once you pierce the vinyl, it will always be pierced. So you're just going to arrange your road the way you want it, and make sure you leave room for your carport over here, because we're going to have that. And at this point in time, you can also put some yellow lines for the flow of traffic. You can do a zigzag stitch of yellow if you want to, and you can also use like a marker, you know, one of the ones that shows up on black, or you can stitch in some bias tape, whatever you want to do. I'm going to do a zigzag stitch. Next, you're going to work on the carport. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your piece of fabric and you're going to fold it in half. And then you are going to start on one end, and you're going to pin it. All right, so then you want to measure for the cars. So that's a pretty good carport right there. You want to have a little bit, I don't know if you can see that, you want to have a little bit of room in case there's some bigger cars. You want to make sure this is flat, and actually you can stitch this down to make sure that it behaves. But you want to just have a little bit of room. Okay, so now we have the roads and we have the carports. What we need to do now is put the backing on. And to do that, you're just going to put the pretty to pretty like this. And when you do this, you're also going to want to pinch these down a little bit. And the way I'm going to do it is to just go like this. And honestly, this needs some trimming. I'm going to go ahead and trim that up real quick so that it's all even. You're going to kind of go like this. And then you want to go ahead and check to make sure the cars can go in and out still. And that's even better because now the car is kind of right at the end. So now you have it, the back sewn to the front, and then you're going to just flip it inside out and finish the edges. Okay. And you're going to want to make sure that it folds nice like this so that everything can stay contained. And you're going to actually want to sew in a ribbon right here to shut it, or you can put snaps to shut it. You can do it however you are comfortable. And this way, when you fold it up, the cars stay in place. Okay? So you just want to finish the edges so that you can close this hole on the side, and then you should be done. So you just go ahead and put your cars away. And there you have it, your Matchbox play set to travel with on the go. Great for summer vacation, going to doctor's appointments, and just a fun little project to do if you have an hour to burn. So thank you so much for joining So Sensible, and I will see you next time. Take care.